Ten Commandments can't be seen.
Okay, and camera's rolling. This is for picture. Action.
Hey, brother.
Next week.
Okay. Great. Guys, time to eat.
What'd you see in the paper, Mitch? Oh, that stinks. Okay. Both make eye contact with your sister. Okay. Good, good. Nice. And we're rolling, still rolling, and cut.
The two most powerful scenes that I saw, when you're looking down the rifle barrel and the soldier is just, I mean, he is focused in on you. You're a target, but that shows you the power that the soldiers have. Also, when you have the two silhouetted soldiers coming across the sunset, that kind of puts you in the same perspective of where they're at. And I just think they're very powerful scenes.
Nail them down. Rather than pull them out of our hat at the last minute. Where are we going to film the soldiers preparing for combat? You know, where he tightens up the chin strap and he loads his AR-15.
Our room.
We had him doing that on his bunk or something.
Mm-hmm. It's always hard to ask. Could you make it more intense? But yeah, if you, it just let's work out the intensity part.
Okay.
That's it. It's getting better. That's it. Stay now. Stay nice. Make your way around him. A little bit more. A little bit more. That's it. That's it.
Justin, he was very excited. He wanted to be doing what he was doing. Very young. I got the sense that he was thankful to have an opportunity to do what he was doing. And he was fun to work with, because when we were doing the scene about the fishing, it was almost like teaching my own son to fish, because he just got giddy and excitable and to the point where he threw one cast out and the whole reel came off the rod. And it just, the look on his face, it was reality in his acting. So he did an exceptional job for the part that he played as well.
The wheat field was interesting because when we were actually shooting inside the wheat field, you can't see what is actually being filmed. So you're standing there with wheat up your pants legs, rubbing your legs, and all kinds of little things and quirks like that. But when you look at it actually on the video, we were blessed to have a very, very windy day.
Oh, the wheat field, which is really a rye field. That was spectacular. And when I first heard we were going to do a scene in a field, I felt like, okay, great. When we got there and you saw the expanse of that golden brown rye, or we can call it wheat, amber waves of grain is what I felt. And then the wind would blow through it and it would just ripple across. And the field itself felt patriotic. And then when we were in the field doing the scenes, it's almost like the wind was on cue, because every time in the beat of the song, when you needed the wind, the rye just starts rippling across, and it's pretty awesome when you look back on it and you see the timing of the wheat flowing with the music beat. And it's just a vast expanse. I mean, it's huge, and you feel so small and where you're at in that. And with the song itself, with the wind blowing through there, the patriotic feeling that you get just from those amber waves of grain is unreal.
fabulous.
Yeah, I wanted to thank the crew from Orlando with the jib arm. Those people are great. I used to think a piece of equipment could make or break any project, whether it be a video, a song, a tractor. I found out through them guys it's not always the equipment. Sometimes it's the people running that equipment. They allowed me to play around with the jib arm. What a jib arm does, for anybody that doesn't know, is it's a long pole that's weighted with a pivot point, and it allows you to put a camera on there where you can move it up and down, back and forth. But the trick is, if you're moving one way, you've got to keep the camera focused another way, and it's like you got to disco dance while you're running that thing. And one of the church scenes we did, they allowed me to just have some fun and experiment with it, and we started on the ground and just made a big sweep of the church, gradually going up at the same time and keeping the camera focused on the steeple. It's a lot more difficult than you would think, and the two guys from Orlando, Doug and Andy, they're pros. Man, we appreciate everything you did. Thanks a lot.
Actually, the bridge is located on the Suwannee River, which is a very famous, if you ever heard the song, Way Down Upon the Suwannee River, that's the song, that's the river that the song was made about, and that's a bridge that actually goes across the Suwannee River. Yeah, don't turn your back on the guys from AVI either. They'll pull some stuff out on you. As a matter of fact, we were actually getting ready to film on the bridge, and the director and the PA were actually in the water swimming while we were up on the bridge sweating. So we got to watch them have a whole lot of fun. So they're pretty cool guys.
The auditorium scene. First off, I'd like to thank all of the people that did show up to participate in that scene. It was a really neat feeling to be on stage, knowing that they knew you're going to do the same song 20, 30 times. Even though it didn't make it into the final cut, which is a director's decision on which scenes do and do not make it, we are very appreciative of everybody that came out.
We did shoot a scene, or several scenes, out at the Lake City Community College. Those scenes were not used in the video because there are different things that it just actually didn't fit into the video. But we do appreciate everybody that came out. And there were some extras and stuff that were there. Had a lot of friends and family that came out. We appreciate all the support from the community college, Lake City Community College, and all the people that came out to support us. We're sorry that it didn't make it into the video, but on the other hand, the director is that's the reason why they call him the director and the producer, because there are things that that fit and things that don't. This just happened not to fit right into the vein of what we were trying to accomplish, but we do appreciate everybody, and that's just the tough lucks of being in the movie industry, I guess. But if you don't see your face in the video, we apologize.
I need to see that in your eyes and in your faces. Okay? Now I know I'm shooting back your head this time. As soon as we're done with getting this establishing shot, Doug's going to come around the camera and we're going to pick up this. So as you're listening to this song, especially the bridge, right there at the very end, use this as just some rehearsal time. In acting, we call it sense memory. You're thinking about things that are important to you, that are in trouble, that are in danger. What do I do? Well, the song has part of the answer. So we want to reflect that. Okay? So just as you're going through it this time, just be thinking about those items, and then when we come around, you'll be ready for us. Okay? When we do come around with the camera, it's very important that you do not look into the camera.
Something you need to think about while we're doing this. There's still some of his buddies over there, men and women, and there's also some that aren't going to come home alive. So when you're singing along, when you're doing your part in this, feel it from your heart, because those people are over there doing that still. So you have the opportunity to be here to do what you're doing. That's all.
And thank you for doing this part. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right, fellas, this is for a picture.
As far as the Springs area, I thought it was a good representation of where it was supposed to be. the rock wall is very realistic. You had the little doorways and windowways coming through the wall. I thought the two soldiers we had there did an excellent job of their maneuvers. You could tell that they had actually been in those situations before. It wasn't just some people putting on uniforms trying to be soldiers. So I was very pleased with the professionalism there.
Yeah, I actually wanted to do a little bit of acting. I've always been in love with the art of acting. So the guys at AVI, they actually let me do a couple of little scenes there. Yeah.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
And those kids were awesome. They knew the Pledge of Allegiance better than I did. But they were really awesome. They were great kids. They did a fine job. They were great kids to work with. The teachers, the faculty, everybody there at the school board was very, very helpful in whatever we needed. They got for us. But that scene there, yeah, it was a fun scene. I got to comb my hair over to a little bit of side, let it grow a little bit, and I had my jacket and had a bow tie. I tried to look like a teacher, but I don't know if the teachers out there are going to appreciate that or not. But that was fun. It was great.
I knew it. You tell me the time. How much longer would it be to cross that Mason-Dixon line?
Hi, I'm Donnie.
Hi, I'm Mitch.
Hi, I'm Earl.
And we're the Mercy Mountain Boys. Salute!
All right. Cut.
We have one challenge in post-production with the soldiers shoot, and that was the soldiers were coming through a hole in the wall, and they were coming directly at the camera, but you could see in the background, you could see over the wall, and you can see that there was these nice plush Florida trees back there. Also in the bottom corner, you could see that there was running water down there. The spring was down in the bottom corner. So our challenge was to replace all that information with something, and we chose to replace it with more of a rock wall. Special effects are always an interesting challenge that post-production people love to get engaged in. I think if you just study the before and after shots of this music video, you'll find that there was quite a bit of production work that went into it.
There was a lot of graffiti on that bridge, and some of the post work done on the video where they changed some of that graffiti into representing America and the United States flag and some of the other little things like that most people will never catch on to, I think are dramatic parts of the bridge scene.
And then we're going to cut from that anxious moment to that phone just being not there. And the motivation behind it is I want people to be there when they call. I want people to be there for them when they call home. So I want that tragedy, to take place. Okay. Okay, we'll just do it for rehearsal. You look at the photo. Bring it up. Yeah, that's good. All right. Okay, let's do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Suggestions?
Only he was out of frame a little long.
On this side?
At the end.
When you walk here. Okay, let's
I didn't mind him walking out of frame when he was pacing because he turned around and went right back.
Mm-hmm.
But at the very end, when he was fixing to hang up the phone, he was mostly off frame.
Ah.
So when you end, just come back to your starting position. Come back to starting position and hang up the phone. That was my only
Yeah,
suggestion.
and I like the walking out of frame too.
Okay.
I want to leave that blank space, that negative space there for just a little bit. So after you hang up the phone, just come on out.
Okay, cool.
Okay? All right, okay. This is for picture. And camera's rolling. Speed, action. Andrew, when he's walking in, even before he's in frame, you look up and see him. Okay? Okay, so look up and see him. Okay, put your pad and paper down. Both hands, eye contact. Okay, a little too close, W.
I'm too close?
Yes, try to stay to your left, a little, or your right, I apologize. Okay, camera's rolling. Speed. Action. Hear the door. Yeah, I like every bit of that. Good job. Cut. Paper's rolling and camera action.
Hey, babe. Now look at that. Old bad news every day.
And we can cut on that.
Yeah, it turned out a lot better than I thought it would at first. When I first saw the bus, I thought, nobody's going to believe this is a military bus. When I saw the final cut on that, it was awesome. And one thing that really set it off, something so simple, is we had the second soldier that actually boarded the bus ahead of the man playing the son. And it just seemed so real. After doing that 5 times for real, putting boys on those buses to go to camp, it brought back a lot of memories of the real feeling. So it turned out a lot better than I perceived it would when I first saw it. The opening, the mail scene, but I call it the coffee cup scene. The song itself was written by my son Marshall. One of my other sons, Michael, who also was in the Army, presented me with this cup that says Army Dad and proud of it. And that cup gave me the first idea that I had for doing a video with this song. And we were able to put the coffee cup in the video. So it's kind of a two-way deal there, because I've got both of my sons now represented in the video itself, or actually 2 of them. There's 5 altogether, but 2 of my sons that are now represented in that video one way or the other. We have a lot of faults right now, but it's not because of the country itself. It's because of a lot of the individuals in our country. We have allowed things to fester and become problems in our society that, as humans, it is up to us to regain control of. As parents, we need to be teaching kids, not having kids teaching our parents. As Christians, we need to be delivering the Word of God to everybody, not just a select few that show up every week. As human beings, we need to be treating each other as humans. And we need to take back all the qualities that this country stood for and quit getting walked over by the minority. That said, the people that are fighting for our country and have fought for our country in the past, and knowing there's going to be future generations fighting for our country, my hat's off to them, to every one of them. The veterans, the veterans' families. A lot of people don't realize the sacrifices that the families make. We love each of you. We dedicate this project to you. As far as the United States of America itself, greatest country in the world, whatever the problems are, I feel confident that the American people will get a grasp of, take hold of, and take charge to regain the strength and the individual independency that this country has always enjoyed.